morning. Welcome to Liv TV. Love the life that you have. On today's episode, I want to talk to you about my deepest, darkest secret, and that was bulimia. I never had the intention to set out to become an addict by any means. It just kind of happened. After my transformation back in 2008, I found myself uncontrollably into food. It began where I had no control over a few cookies, and then I would beat myself up with the pattern of working off those calories on my elliptical. I wouldn't get off that darn thing until I burned all of those calories. When the binge sessions became so much that there was no way I was able to burn the calories off, I began to force myself to vomit to release what I ate. It was a nasty cycle of binging and purging. I even gave it a name. Bernie. Once I realized that maybe I did have an issue, I started to Google signs and symptoms. Long story short, I found myself in a church basement in an OA meeting, which is Overeaters Anonymous. Something strange started to go on with me as I was sitting amongst them. In my mind, I knew that Bernie, my addiction, was here to teach me something. I knew in my heart of hearts I did not have a disease. The more I delved deeper into myself, I acknowledged the pain and the sexual traumas that I had not previously dealt with. During my darkest time, I had basically lost everything that I had worked for. I was so traumatized from my behavior that it was impossible for me to love and respect myself. We have an obesity epidemic not because of marketing and sales. We have it from us not dealing with our own traumas. And at the end of the day, we all have a little demon, whether it be an addiction, a disease, or traumas. The greatest gift that you can give to yourself or someone who is experiencing addictive behavior is understanding and unconditional love. My advice is to take whatever you're going through straight on and deal with it. The pain of not holding or the pain of not dealing with it is just holding you back from the life that's truly waiting for you. When I healed my bulimia, I went on a journey. I left my life along with my husband and my daughter. We put our furniture in storage and we traveled. And I discovered yoga. But what also was birthed was my book, The Ticket. Which leads me to today's power word, which is tutti. Some of you might be aware of it. Yes, it's from the movie Eat, Pray, Love. It means when you set out on a journey to help yourself, you end up helping the world. And our power phrase for today is I have the courage to step into my life to heal, release, and conquer all fears. This week's challenge, come clean with your Bernie, because we all have one. I am so grateful that I have healed my bulimia, that I have a very special offer to anyone who is looking to transform their lives. Starting in January, I'm offering the Ticket to Change program right here for free. I will be here right beside you, encouraging you, motivating you, and helping you live your best life. We're beginning the beginning of January, and we're going to run for 13 weeks. All you need to do is be a member of Liv TV. And everyone's going to be competing for a prize, which will be revealed on the first day of our challenge. So please share this with as many people as you wish. Thanks so much for tuning in to Liv TV. And before we leave, we're going to play the trailer for the Ticket to Change. So thanks so much. Peace, love, and joy.
Walking down this lonely road with my thumb up in the air. Where I'm bound, I don't know. Tell the truth, I just don't care. Despite what I've got stored away isn't working anymore. 'Cause every time I feel the same when I get up off this floor. From the corner of my eye, I saw this weird face. Big brown eyes and a pretty smile that she seemed so out of place. She said, I know where you've been and what you...
Hi, I'm Sean, and you know what? You can change your life. And that ticket, well, it's right here. 13 weeks to build self-reliance, self-empowerment, and get you in the best shape of your life. So So through the 13 weeks, you're going to learn everything that you need to know about your body, how to exercise it and how to fuel it. You're going to learn tools and techniques to rid your mind of toxic thoughts and behaviors, and you're going to learn to connect to something deeper inside yourself. The program speaks for itself. Have a look at these amazing before and after transformations.
The ticket to change is what you need to find, my friend. Dig down deep, pull it out inside. This destination you're searching for is closer than you think, but you won't find it on any road map. You won't find it on any road map.
So what are you waiting for? Come down to your local Chapters are in to go today, pick up your copy of the ticket, and make sure you register for the Ticket to Change online kit, complete support and guidance throughout your journey. I'll see you on the other side. Hello. Welcome to the Q&A portion of the show, which is the chance for you, the viewer, to ask any questions that you have. And today we have a few questions, but before we get to the questions, I just want to remind everyone to download the worksheets for today's episode and kind of help you along the way for your week. So the first question comes from Lucy in Calgary, and she says, "Hey Sean, I love your show. Here's a question for you. Do you have any easy breakfast ideas?" Great question, Lucy. Getting out of the house in the morning can be a challenge. I've heard the shakes and things, but I don't want any dishes because there's always the cleanup after that. So you know what I suggest, Lucy? All you have to do is add hot water. So as quick as you can, boil the kettle, you are out the door. So here we have some oats, which is good old oatmeal. And you know what? Here, and I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's just quinoa flakes, which is the same thing. But you know what? Just kind of fancy them up a little bit. Add some cocoa to make it some chocolate oatmeal. And add some toasted, if you want almonds, that would be good. Or even some walnuts. So I hope that helps, Lucy. Thanks for having that question. Question number 2. I hear you have a daughter. I struggle getting my daughter to eat some good, healthy breakfast. Do you have any ideas? Oh my gosh, do I ever understand where you're coming from here. My daughter, she's 8, but my goodness, it took forever to get her to eat it. And you know what I came up with? 3 words. Fancy it up. If you make something really fancy, like fancy schmancy, they love it. And you know what else I suggest to you? This is basically just layered of oatmeals with some flaxseed and some hemp seeds, yogurt, and raspberries. But you know what? If you fancy it up, it's in a wine glass. She feels like $1 million. And then you write a little message on there, whether you want to write a little heart or say I love you or whatever breakfast message you want to give them. And you know what? They will eat all of it. It's a sure win. Thanks so much for that question. And the last question that we have for today is that, do you have any tips to increase my core strength? And you know what? That's an excellent question because so many of us are at the gym or maybe we're working out at home and we're doing the good old sit-ups, the crunches, all of that. But to truly increase your core strength is about learning to get your mind to activate that core muscle. So I have a little trick. It's not really necessarily an exercise, but it will increase your core strength. When you brush your teeth in the morning, that's right, stand on your left leg for the whole entire time, balance. And when you brush your teeth in the evening, stand on the right side. And that way you're completely increasing your core strength. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. Enjoy the week. Peace, love, and joy.